Matt Wright, born on August 29, 1979, in Australia, developed an unusual passion for dangerous and exotic animals from a young age, often catching snakes and spiders and keeping them in his room, a situation many would consider a nightmare, but for him it was completely normal. As he grew up, he pursued a variety of risky occupations: horse wrangler, crocodile egg collector, and service in the Australian Army, before founding his own company in Darwin, Northern Territory, which offered helicopter and airboat tours. He was both the owner and principal pilot of Hellbrook. In 2011, he became the star of the reality TV show Outback Wrangler on National Geographic, following his adventures relocating crocodiles and collecting eggs to manage their populations, turning him into a real-life version of Crocodile Dundee. By 2022, Matt appeared on Netflix in Wild Croc Territory, a production funded with $250,000 by the Northern Territory government, which hailed him as a global success story. On social media, Matt has nearly 900,000 Instagram followers and over 110,000 YouTube subscribers, sharing daring videos with his wife and 2 children, from swimming alongside crocodiles to letting guests feed them, cementing his image as a bold, fearless adventurer. On February 28, 2022, 3 Robinson R-44 helicopters were dispatched to Arnhem to collect crocodile eggs. Each carried a pilot and an egg collector, who was suspended under the helicopter on a 100-foot line. The plan was to access roughly 15 nests within a 55-mile radius of the King River. 7:03 a.m., they departed Nuna to refuel at Mount Boredale, then continued at 8:30 a.m., arriving 20 minutes later. The 3 teams split up to collect eggs, but by 10:24 a.m. one pilot realized there was no communication from the team with Sebastian Robinson, 28, and Chris Wilson, 34, who was dangling below the helicopter. By 10:36 a.m., the crash site was discovered. Sebastian was seriously injured beside the aircraft, while Chris lay 130 feet away, dead. Sebastian survived but was paralyzed. Traces of cocaine were found in his system, though investigators found it did not impair his control. The crash was determined to be caused by fuel exhaustion, stemming from the operational culture at Hellbrook, where pilots often distrusted fuel gauges and relied on time-based calculations, leading to misjudgment and missed refueling. When the engine failed, Sebastian released Chris at too great a height, causing his death. The discrepancy between standard emergency procedures and company policy was clear. Matt's company only instructed to release the line immediately, without specifying a minimum safe altitude. Immediately after the tragedy, Matt Wright arrived at the scene and was accused of tampering with equipment, playing with the controls, and throwing Chris's phone into the ocean, claiming his wife didn't need to see it. These actions raised investigators' suspicions, though he was not directly responsible for the crash. From October to December 2022, law enforcement monitored Matt via listening devices and phone surveillance, recording conversations that revealed attempts to conceal actual fuel levels, request Sebastian to transfer flight hours from the crashed helicopter to a personal helicopter, and delete related notes. He was also accused of asking a friend to destroy maintenance records to cover up regular disconnections of the HOBS meter, which tracks helicopter flight hours. These actions led to 3 charges of attempting to pervert the course of justice, lying about fuel levels, requesting altered flight records, and requesting the destruction of maintenance records. The trial began on July 30, 2025, and on Matt's birthday, August 29, he was found guilty on the first 2 counts. The 3rd count was not resolved by the jury. He faces up to 15 years in prison on October 6, 2025. Looking at the case as a whole, Matt Wright is a thrill-seeker, ambitious, and reckless. His fame brought him influence in Northern Territory tourism, but also fostered a dangerous company culture where profit and reputation took precedence over human safety. The 2022 crash was the inevitable result of this recklessness and unsafe practices, and his subsequent actions demonstrated attempts to evade responsibility. Matt Wright may have escaped the jaws of crocodiles, But he could not escape the grasp of the law.